Hi, welcome to this episode of Cool Outdoor Stuff. I've been burning firewood all of my life. I grew up in a house that had two fireplaces, and my job was to set the fire every night. And since then I've been heating with a wood stove for 40 years, so I have a particular fondness for all the different types of firewood that we have available to us on the Delmarva. Here's a great example of oak. It's not a big oak tree, but we certainly have a lot of oak here on the Delmarva Peninsula. In the same forest here, we don't have to go far to get to a great example of black cherry. I love black cherry. Over here, locust, black locust. We've got a great deal of it here. It's actually not native to the eastern shore. It grew in the Appalachian Mountains and was transplanted here on purpose so that people could grow fence posts because it's very rot resistant, it's very strong, it's also great firewood. And then if we continue this way, we can also find, let's see, an example of maple. We have a lot of maple here on the shore. These aren't particularly large maples, but they're maple trees, and it can be great firewood as well. Let's move over here and take a look at some of this firewood as I'm getting ready to split it. I've got a great piece of white oak here for you. Let me see if I can split a piece off so we can take a closer look. There we go. Come take a look at it. I'll tell you, you look at a piece of clean white oak like this that's seasoned, it's like gone to the Crumpton auction. About 60% of all the furniture at the Crumpton auction is made of white oak, but I'll tell you, it makes great firewood too. Clean, and when seasoned well, she burns long and hot. It's great wood. Let's take a look at something else. So I've got some black cherry here. You can tell by the bark that it's black cherry. Let me see if I can split a piece of this off of here for us. Oh yes, that was nice. Let me take another swing here, get this one open. There we go. Nice thing about black cherry is it can be easy to split. Let's take a close look at it and talk about furniture. Black cherry can make some great furniture and beautiful tabletops and things like that, but it's some pretty good firewood too. Let's take a look at this maple over here. So I've got a piece of maple here. This maple is actually green, so it wasn't long ago that it was still alive. And if I split this now, it won't actually be ready to burn as firewood for at least a year. Let me see if I can split a piece here for you. So let's take a look at it. Branch maple, swamp maple, red maple. My late friend Kaywood Hadaway called it rock maple. He loved to burn good, hard, seasoned maple. It burns really hot. And so this brings us to our last example of firewood on the shore here. My personal favorite, black locust. It's clean, it burns hot. It is just a fabulous wood to burn. Let me see if I can split a piece for you and we can take a look at it. Let's take a look and see how she looks. There it is. Ooh. Seasoned black locust. I'll tell you, it is something else. Dick Cavett was interviewing James Brown years ago on his talk show, and he asked James Brown, the godfather of soul, what his definition of soul was. And James Brown responded, the truth. That's the way I feel about black locust when it comes to firewood. It is the truth. I'm going to put in a piece of the truth. Black locust. It is some kind of firewood, and it is some kind of heat. E.B. White, the great essayist, wrote many years ago about heating with a wood stove. He said it was perhaps his greatest luxury that if he had to go into the woods and cut the wood and split it and haul it up to his house, he wouldn't be able to afford to use a wood stove. But that there was something about the quality of its heat. It's the place where the dog goes to get dry on a cold winter's night. It's the place where you put your feet up and sit down beside the stove with a good book just to warm the soul. It's the truth. See you next time on Cool Outdoor Stuff.